Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is a UFO sighting in the hood. The title of this video is Aliens Are Coming to the Hood. Also have this video here that, initially I didn't think it was that exciting, but in the end here they do show you this video of two Tic Tac UFOs flying by, and this guy does a breakdown, this real good analysis of these objects. Also have this video here taken in April of 21 of these two triangle UFOs meeting up, and then this one here takes off. Also have a couple videos that seem to indicate that giants definitely did exist in the past. Here is a video about the Tsar bath. At first, when you look at this tub, it doesn't look that remarkable, but if you look to the right and you see these two guys here, you can see how big this tub actually is. And this was apparently cut from one stone, one piece of granite, and look how smooth it is. It's got the mirror shine. Also have this video here that just shows all of these giant books that were found in history. And then this is a 16-minute video of giant footprints that have been found throughout the world. And, this one here is in rock that was so old that, it uplifted. I think it's called tectonic uplift or something like that. But look at the size of this thing. And, this isn't the only one. This whole video is 16 minutes long of all these different footprints. I mean, some of them, I question. I think maybe someone just made an imprint. But, a bunch of other ones, you can see the anatomical structure of what would, be a possible giant footprint or a giant foot. Also have this article here. It's from 1938 newspaper clip from Vancouver, British Columbia, about some Indians that watched a fight between a Sasquatch and a grizzly bear. And they watched the Sasquatch choke out the grizzly bear, kill it. Let's see. This is the actual article. And then last is this article here about these Russian citizens who saw and filmed 23 feet aliens getting off of a UFO. And this was just recently reported. But anyways, let's check out this first video here. Check this out. And this type of sighting, again, I've seen so many videos of these UFOs doing the exact same thing.
Down here, y'all. Look, it's coming down the same direction. Oh, it's breaking up. Oh, it's 6, it's 8, it's 9. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Look at that. Oh, look at that. They stop. They stop. Look at that shit. Those are aliens.
Sorry, I'm trying to record it.
Aliens. Aliens.
Oh, they cut the lights off.
Aliens.
Oh, they cut the lights
Y'all need to be shooting that. Y'all need to be shooting this shit right here.
If you ask me, this kind of looks like the Big Dipper.
They looking at us. They dividing. They dividing up. We getting invaded. Those are not fun. Look at that shit. They are sitting. Y'all need to be calling damn news. They come down to they come to Earth. They're coming to Earth. Oh, they're coming faster. Oh, shit. Look, they flying towards each other. They flying oh my God, look. They moving in for formation. They just standing there. Officers, do something about that. Y'all not gonna do nothing.
I'm pretty sure these aliens look at us in the same way we look at like a shark or a wild animal in a cage. I mean, we may be smarter than them, but put yourself in a cage or in a pool with a shark, and you tell me who's going to come out on top. And I bet you they look at us in the same way. I mean, they may be a lot smarter than us, but we're dangerous to them. Anyways, this video here, again, initially I thought it was not that interesting because this guy, apparently, he says he set some stuff up to catch UFOs. So, then he breaks them down with, with all of this, or analyzes this with these filters, tells you the shape. You see, you got this one here. which is taken from this. You know, you can see down here is the city. Man, this one, you know, I mean, it doesn't really look that interesting to me, or remarkable that to me, but apparently he can actually determine that it's something has structure and shape to it. And then let's see, he's got this video here. Check this out. Watch down here, lower left corner. You see, there's two Tic Tac objects here that are going to go across the screen. So boom, you know, he breaks it down. You can definitely see that it's the Tic Tac shape. Here, I think, you know, I don't know what kind of filters he's using or what kind of program he's using to draw this out, but it's definitely, you know, pretty interesting, and it shows that, you know, there's definitely something there. So anyways, there's that video. Oh yeah, and this one here, and I'll watch this. Now this is a 12-minute video, but I think the whole thing is just about this. Yeah, it is, but so just let me show you this part here, where you're going to see this triangle here move over near this one and then move away, and then it's going to, you know, do what I call a UFO maneuver.
Comentarios. ¿Qué opinión tienes sobre esto? Recuerda, está saliendo más de lo esperado que tendremos en julio, y bajo mi punto de vista, como esto siga así, poco tendrá que ver el pasado con lo que nos espera de ahora en adelante. Los comentarios que se realizaron sobre esta filmación son desde la velocidad que coge una de las naves, a lo cual dicen que no puede ser humano, ya que desgarraría al piloto, e incluso hasta lo que estamos viendo puede que sea un dron. Pero un dron tiene esta forma.
Wow, did you see the way that thing took off? Yeah, now that's called a UFO maneuver. You know, and I believe the way this, the green, this is in the infrared or, you know, some other wavelength that I don't think we could see with the naked eye. But anyways, a link to this will be in the description. Now this one here, yeah, this is about this Tsar bath. This was found in some Russian castle, and you can see, you know, the castle deteriorated around it. But yeah, look at these two guys over here to the right of this thing. You know, yeah, this is one giant piece of granite. So somebody or something was able to carve this, you know, way back in the past. Let me show you another image that shows you this woman standing in the air. Check this out. One giant piece of granite. And here it looks like this is, you know, when, let me back up a little. I guess when it was still in its grandeur. This is before this this building crumbled around it. But it, you know, they're saying that that this was built first, and then this structure or this building was built around it. You know, which I could definitely believe. Maybe they found this and then built the castle around it. But anyways, there's that. And let's see, got this video here about all of these giant books that have been found, you know, throughout history. This one, look at this one. I think this is the same one. But, you know, why would someone do this, especially back, you know, back in ancient times, where, you know, when this was most likely built? You know, I mean, life was hard back then. I don't think someone would do this just for shits and giggles. You know, yeah, and there's, you know, all of these stories of these giants. I don't think they were all myths. I think people tell us they were myths because they can't believe, you know, that it could have been possible. But for sure, yeah, check out this video here. I mean, it's a 16-minute video. This is just one image here. Let's see. Yeah, check out this one. This is a series of footprints. You know, I bet you a lot of these things have that metatarsal break, you know, which is the type of foot that you know, something that heavy would require. Let's see. I don't know if that one's real. Yeah, this one, I don't know about this one, if it's real. Well, there's this one. Where's the other one? Yeah, here, check out this one. Look at the size of that foot. And, this was definitely, an old rock. Yeah, this one looks like this was, whoever's foot this was probably in some type of shoes. Look at the size of this. Yeah, look at this one. This is huge too. This was all, it looks like, someone's shoes, because you're not seeing the toes. Yeah, look at this one. This one here, it's the footprint, and then a dinosaur print went over this footprint. So, supposedly there were no humans around when the dinosaurs were around, or maybe dinosaurs, didn't die, or all of them didn't die out 65 million years ago. And I think this footprint, if I remember correctly, the story of this one, this is in like 200 million year old rock. Yeah, look at the size of this one. Yeah, and this is in rock that was so old, that the floor lifted up, tectonic lifting or whatever that's called. Yeah, here, this is Michael Tellinger. And I think it's called the footprint of God, or God's footprint, or something like that. And here he talks about how, like if you were to step in mud, the mud would squeeze out between your toes. So yeah, this isn't, something that some artist did, which is, which is what some people are trying to claim. Yeah, and then here's this one here, again, in rock that was so old that it uplifted. Another one. So again, yeah, these aren't just one-offs, these are, and I've seen, here, look at this one. This is, yeah, definitely someone's foot, and an entire track. Again, and this is in, at a time when this rock was so old that it was soft. I think that's a handprint. Yeah, this is a handprint. Look at the size of that hand. Look at the finger. Yeah, you can see the fingers. But anyways, yeah, this is a long video. I didn't want to play it because I don't want to get hit with copyright violations. But check that out. And then here, there's an article here about this Sasquatch that kills a grizzly bear. The Sasquatches are at it again. This was written at a time before there was a CIA program to ridicule and diminish the credibility of any of these type of stories. So this guy, the first line, the Sasquatches are at it again, which means, they must have had several encounters. From the depths of the Harrison Lake Forest comes a new story of the hairy wild men whose feats have cropped up in Indian stories for years. This is the tale of an unfortunate grizzly bear which died under the choking fingers of one of the mysterious giants. It must have been a thrilling fight, whether you believe it or not. Let's see. The story of this unusual drama of the wilderness was told by 3 Harrison River Indians who were spectators of this singular incident one evening as they were walking along the Chehalis River close to the canyon. It was a skookum, strong fight, said Jimmy Craneback, and as we had never seen a hairy giant of the Sasquatch in a fight before, I'm telling you, we got the biggest kick of our lives. Asked how they came to witness an unusual battle, Jimmy said, we were on our way home after an all-day unsuccessful hunt in the Chehalis Mountain. We had just crossed the government road at the Chehala River, a mile or so north of the Indian village, when all at once we heard a roar in the forest ahead of us that shook the firs and cedars. We stopped to listen. Down the old trail ahead of us, we could hear groans, growls, thuds, and the snap and crack of rotten branches, as if old Nick himself had gone off his noodle and was running amok through the dark forest. In awe, we stopped dead in our tracks. In the fading twilight and shadowy forest, we first thought we were looking on 2 bears fighting each other to death. As we stood beside a log 20 yards away, we could see the great struggle of strength. There was a crunching of bones as the monsters in their rage came to grips with each other and tumbled and tossed about in their fury on the forest floor within a few feet of the chalice. But there was something about one of the monsters that puzzled us. We wouldn't have raised our rifles when we did, explained Jimmy, but it looked as if they were about to roll over the bank into the river any moment, and we didn't want to lose such big game. But then we never shot, for as we raised our rifles, we were startled by a yell. It had in it something human and came from one of the combatants, which to our astonished ears sounded like "Poo-hoo-oo." "Good gosh," said Ike Joe as he lowered our rifles. "Boys, it's a Sasquatch and a bear. We'll take the side of the giant. It's well to be on their side. He put up a great fight. Let's step in and help him." The boys were in a sweat, but happy the Sasquatch gave a pooh-hoo, which timely utterance had no doubt saved his life. "Finally," said Jimmy, "the giant got his powerful hairy arms around the bear's neck. It must have been a humdinger of a hold, for the bear began to grasp for breath and gasping pawed the air and his tongue was hanging out. The wild man had won the fight. Wow, amazing how strong you would have to be to choke out a grizzly bear. I mean, grizzly bears are huge compared to a human. So anyways, a link to this will be in the description. Check it out. Let's see. Now, last is this story here of these Russian citizens saw and filmed 23 feet aliens getting off of a UFO. It happened in Krasnodar. A purportedly extraterrestrial spacecraft has been spotted in the Russian city of Krasnodar. This tale went viral in Russia, which local accounts suggest that the ship was attacked by multiple enormous animals. The sighting occurred near the Krasnodar hamlet of Volniki. At approximately 4 a.m., some inhabitants of the village phoned the police to report that they had seen a strange spacecraft land in the forest near their homes. Witnesses said that 7 huge aliens, each measuring around 23 feet tall and dressed in silver uniforms, descended from the spacecraft. The police began a comprehensive investigation of the scene. They were able to locate a group of witnesses who were able to show them where the spacecraft had landed. All witnesses are in good health according to reports and exhibit no symptoms of having used alcohol or any other substance. The police, on the other hand, uncovered no tangible or material evidence that may provide further information about the occurrence. It's a nice cover-up. Finally, local and national publications reported that the police had demanded that the materials be registered with the higher authorities for further inquiry. So demanded that the materials, so if there was materials, but yeah, they said there's materials should be registered, but here they were saying that they didn't find anything. So yeah, there's definitely a contradiction. Cover up. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.